The problem began almost a decade ago. Fans had expectations of,
if you only knew the power of the dark side.
Instead, they were given,
No, you're still holding on!
A parody with a fraction of the gravitas. Star Wars slipped from this,
No disintegration.
As you wish.
to this.
Like a panther. Yes?
From this,
I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
to this.
FN 2187. So good to have you back.
Villains make stories. A key ingredient that Disney, Kennedy, Filoni, Story Group, Identity, Star Wars consistently omits is a competent villain. Specifically, a calculating, ruthless type like Grand Moff Tarkin, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Darth Vader, or Emperor Palpatine. Without this ingredient, Lucasfilm's productions are all filler, no killer. Welcome to Galactic Initiative. I'm your host, Jeff. In many cases, emotional, irresolute, immature wannabes appear where deliberate, determined, grown-up villains are needed. Kylo Ren, Armitage Hux, and Reva Savander exhibited juvenile behavior. These wafflers are too conflicted and undisciplined to be taken seriously.
You and your friends are doomed. We will wipe your filth from the galaxy.
Send out the probes. Do it now.
Their questionable motives, convoluted strategies, and childish reactions turn off viewers, who, more than anything, want menacing antagonists to create gripping narratives. George Lucas's galaxy, a mythical setting, wasn't oblique. He designed it for moral certainty to convey timeless lessons. Lucas's visual style relied on archetypes, or familiar time-tested roles. The hero, the mentor, the herald, the scoundrel, and, of course, the villain. Can you imagine Star Wars without Darth Vader? Without his callous, cunning, fearsome presence to heighten the stakes? Heroes become heroes by opposing evildoers like him. Disney's moral ambiguity is a critical wound for the IP. It aspires to complexity, but causes incongruity that leads to farce. Only Andor has achieved the necessary level of complexity. Can you imagine Tarkin throwing a temper tantrum in an elevator? Or Thrawn screaming on the Chimera's bridge? Or Darth Vader having second thoughts on Cloud City? Ridiculous. The old villains were adamant, composed, and capable, three qualities sorely lacking in the present-day pretenders, who commit atrocities while venting irrational, albeit hostile, intentions. Then flip-flop in contradiction of lore and character development. Darth Vader. His turn was the ultimate plot twist. It answered his son's pleas on the brink of death. Now, so-called baddies regularly change sides for far less, and one can foresee such changes based on a production's cast. Look for the to accurately predict the good, the bad, and the flip-flop. I've never witnessed lower stakes for the IP. In some cases, incompetent writers turned competent villains into idiots. The Kenobi series is the best example. It parodied Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. Recall the following scenes. Vader watched Kenobi's rescue in lieu of crossing or extinguishing a small fire. Vader ignored rebel leaders to chase Kenobi when he could have captured both, and Palpatine ordered Vader to discontinue the search for Kenobi. Other projects lampooned Boba Fett, Cad Bane, the Tusken Raiders, the Hutts, and Grand Admiral Thrawn. 3 series, The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, hid their primary antagonists. I rather enjoy surprises at the climax of a mystery. However, Lucasfilm's writers can't handle the intricacies of a mystery, and Star Wars adventures demand compelling villains. The big reveal is, at best, a one-time gambit. Repetition became comedy in these series. Moff Gideon returned, again and again. First, he revealed a laser sword. Next, he revealed a platoon of killer droids that didn't injure, let alone kill, anything. They ruined a set of metal doors. Frightening. Finally, Moff Gideon revealed a squad of senior discount clones and a supersuit. As if Star Wars was a comic book series from the 1950s. Dumb. I appreciated the character in Season 1. He seemed capable, but he lost his edge in Season 2. In Season 3, he was a caricature of himself. Grand Admiral Thrawn didn't appear until the climax of Ahsoka, and I speak for most fans when I say I wish he'd been left out. Baylan Skoll was a mystery box despite his potential. I've respected a handful of baddies in the current era, but a handful isn't enough, and the trend moves opposite of quality. The omission of competent villains dooms plots, lowers stakes, limits heroics, and, in the end, diminishes interest. Star Wars will become irrelevant if the problem persists, and it is far from the only problem with Lucasfilm's productions. Since the studio doesn't acknowledge any problems, fans can read the writing on the wall. Star Wars needs the likes of Tarkin, Thrawn, Vader, and Palpatine. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Galactic Initiative is not authorized or endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited. The name Star Wars and all related materials are registered trademarks of Lucasfilm Limited, a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, all rights reserved. Galactic Initiative is a registered trademark and other product and company names are trademarks of their respective holders. Use does not imply affiliation or endorsement.